Tondo
Impasto.
Are we alive?
We're alive. Good morning.
Good morning, buongiorno.
Buongiorno,
Chin
chin
chin.
chin.
Oh, it smells so good.
Oh yeah. Except mine is making some. Mine is leaking or something.
Leaking.
Like it has a little bit of water.
Oh,
So good morning and welcome to, or good afternoon, depending on where you are. Welcome to Tondo Impasto. My name is Amy,
and I'm Kras.
and we're a father-daughter project, cataloging our family's legacy, their
Yeah.
artwork, and Christos Voskrese.
Voistина воскрес.
Yeah, so today is a very special day, and I have prepared some interesting surprises for you.
Oh, wow.
But on the Orthodox calendar, today's considered Bright Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the whole week is Bright Week, actually, Svetla Sedmica in Bulgarian, and treated as one long continuous day of the resurrection. So the fasting is over, the doors of the altar stay open all week, and that's the traditional greeting which we just said to each other. Christos Voskrese means Christ is risen, and the answer is Voistina Voskrese. Truly, he is risen. So yeah, if you're Orthodox and you're watching us, Christos Voskrese.
Yeah, voistина воскрес.
So 84 years ago today, okay, April 13th, 1942.
Yeah.
Looky-loo. I found this document. It's in the town of Troyan, north central Bulgaria. An assistant mayor named Ivan Gadevsky wrote down in a civil register that my grandparents were married.
Wow.
Boris and Yova. Boris was 26, she was 24. He was from Pazardzhik in the south. Yova was from Troyan in the mountains. They came to her town to do this. And this is a certified copy of Marriage Act number 42 from 1942 from the Troyan Municipality Marriage Register. And it's got two stamps on it. You know, those are really old with Stutinki. So anyways, this paper is very old. It was folded up. It almost looked like nothing. But before there's a little small discovery, and before I read it, I want to tell you something that I actually didn't understand until this weekend. The civil registration is dated April 13,
Yeah.
okay, which is today. That's the date on the document.
Yeah.
So that's why this is the anniversary today that we're marking.
Wow.
84 years that they would have been married.
Wow.
But if you read the language carefully, and Claudio helped us with this, it says something specific, and I'll quote it. The marriage of whom was performed on the year 1942, month of April, day 12, by Protopespetir Vasil Pop Vasiliev in the town of Troyan, the 12th.
Oh.
So the wedding happened on April 12th, and then the civil paper was the next day.
Oh, I see.
So Orthodox priest married them in a church on April 12th, and then Boris the next day, with this priest certificate in his hand, he had to copy this stuff, and then the real anniversary, well, the sacramental one was April 12th, and then the 13th is the state echo.
Huh.
And yesterday was Pascha. The 12th was actually Easter.
Yeah.
So their wedding anniversary would have fallen exactly on Easter.
I don't know that year if it was the same.
Yeah, that's a good question. I didn't look at that, but the whole thing was just so, like, in my mind, very special
Yeah.
because they were quiet, I think, for the most of their lives. And I'll read on here the historical context about their faith.
Yeah.
So, in April of 1942, Bulgaria was a kingdom under Tsar Boris III. The Bulgarian Orthodox Church was the state church, and getting married by an Orthodox priest was not an act of resistance or quiet defiance. It was most normal, expected things a young couple could do. Everyone did it. And then the civil registration was the bureaucratic follow-up after the church ceremony. So they get married, the war was on, but the church doors were open.
Yeah.
Then, I'll skip over some stuff here, but the suppression came later. So 2 years after the wedding, September 1944,
Yeah.
Soviet-backed coup brought the Communist Party to power, and the new regime promoted state atheism. The Orthodox Church was not destroyed outright, but was co-opted and controlled. Personal expressions of faith became something that could hurt your career, your standing, your children's prospects. You could still go to church, but it was noticed. The faith moved indoors, into homes, into the way that you crossed yourself before a meal, into the bread you baked a certain way in the spring, into what you did quietly on the night of Pascha, and what you did not do on Great Friday. You did not announce it. So that means that 2 years of married life in a kingdom, and then the rest of it, almost 45 years under a government that did not want them practicing what they practiced. So that kind of faith is where the document is coming from, made in the wartime, carried through suppression, and and I'll say something out loud that I've never said. I don't actually announce my religion to people. I'm quiet about it.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's something that we're advertising all the time. And it's probably from that, like what I observed in the house. So do you remember these from the house?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
But it was never like, oh, look at this, make the cross or whatever. It was just there.
Yeah.
It was like imprinted.
Yeah.
And then, you went on to paint icons and things like that. But I remember as a child, we just went to church for pretty much the holidays, like Christmas and Easter.
Yeah.
Right? So this cross was actually made in Bethlehem.
Wow.
And it's probably late 1800s or early 1900s, based on the body it's olive wood, and it's got this mother of pearl hand cut etchings. So I don't know. Do you have any idea where, like, someone must have given it to them?
She was in charge of all the artifacts in Bulgaria, so probably, and then she was going all around the country, and probably somebody gave it to her.
Yeah.
It's very possible. I don't know where she got it, but I remember that cross, it was always in Atire. And this is the candle.
Yeah, so this is the kadilnica.
Yeah.
So in the Orthodox, Mass ceremony, they put incense in here.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole story. And then if you look closely, I always looked at it, but I didn't look at it as close as I did. So there's all kinds of etchings in here. So it's an incense burner. It's cast brass. It's got 6-winged seraphim around the body, and a hand-graved inscription. It's dated March 8th, 1837.
Yeah.
And that is the eve of the feast of the 40 holy martyrs. That's 41 years before Bulgaria was free from Ottoman rule. So, was not free and the Bulgarian church was still under Greek control. So the seraphim are the beings who stand closest to God, and they're the ones who receive the incense, which is the prayers of the faithful rising. So that thing is almost 200 years old.
Yeah.
Anyways, today felt like the right day to bring all of this out.
That was great, you know.
Special, right?
Yeah. And it's a nice work. And I don't know what's the metal that they use. It's not silver because it's too dark.
Could it be...
It could be silver, but you know, after so many years.
Not brass?
I don't see anything that comes out as a brass. It's pretty heavy too.
Yeah, and it's supposed to have like a little lid, but I don't know where that lid is. It kind of got lost in the... So the last thing is before we dive into the paintings, my quote of the day. Happy anniversary to Baba Yova and Dada Boris.
Yeah.
And here is the quote: "It's not your love that sustains the marriage, but from now on the marriage that sustains your love." And that quote is famously written by Dietrich Bonhoeffer, who lived from 1906 to 1945. He was a German pastor, theologian, and anti-Nazi dissident, known for his moral courage and writings on faith, responsibility, and resistance. So he's known for opposing the Nazi party ideology early and publicly. And then he became involved in the German resistance movement, arrested in 1943, and then executed in 1945 in a concentration camp. But I remember they had such a good marriage. I mean, do you remember them fighting or?
No, not at all.
Maybe a little bit. It's normal.
No, but I never seen them fighting, you know. Even though I was not that many, 16 years with them. And after that, I don't know what happened, but
Right.
they were okay when they were coming and visit us.
Yeah.
So they were just fine.
They're very sweet together. I know
Yeah.
he wrote her poems and,
Yeah.
you know, they had a lot of respect for each other.
Yeah, and they had a great life together, you know.
Yeah. So it's, yeah. I think just to finish it up, the whole point is, you know, what he did with his paintings. 84 years ago yesterday, Orthodox priest in a mountain town in Bulgaria put his hand on a piece of bread and glass of wine and two young people and blessed all of it together in a language that did not need to apologize for itself. And then 84 years ago today, the state copied the news into a register. So in the years between, one of them painted in paint thick enough to cast its own shadow, and the other shaped clay in the tradition of the town she was born in. And they stayed married through a war and through a regime and through an emigration and a death and throughout the kind of quiet that outlasts almost everything. And so now on Bright Monday, in a room in Arizona, their son and their granddaughter finally read the paper out loud. So
it's preserved very well. I mean,
yeah,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, I guess I ordered a better archival because you see how this is a little bit bigger. The paper sizes in Europe are A4, and here it's 8.5 by 11. So ours are a little bit shorter and wider, and then the ones in Europe are a little bit skinnier and taller. So you see how it's sticking out?
Yeah.
So I'll put it into the right one, and then this will be part of the archive.
Oh, that's great. It's a good discovery.
And you know, his mother was already passed away by the time they got married.
I didn't know that. I know that she passed away, but
Yeah, because on the thing, it's Boris Ivanov Gurinov, born 28 June 1915, son of Ivan Ivanov Gurinov and is it Gina Atanasova Becheva, deceased, it says. And then Yova Todorova Raevska, born 4th of March 1918 in the town of Troyan. Both of them religion Eastern Orthodox, literate, daughter of Todor Tsvetkov Raevsky and Mita Dimitrova Bakarjieva, residents of Troyan. Do you think they got married in the Troyan monastery?
it could be.
Because that's one of the oldest monasteries in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
And has that famous Troyanitsa or something, the three hands or something.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I have to take the family on a trip to go see, maybe we can figure out where they got married and light a candle.
Yeah, have you been to the
Troyan Monastery? I don't think so.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that when I was there, we were going to stop by, but we had too many other things we needed to do, so, it kind of fell off the... But anyways, anyhow, happy anniversary. And then I brought the plant from their gravesite.
No wonder it smells so nice.
Maybe we should leave it in here. Okay, well, shall we start with the first painting?
Yeah, okay, let's go.
So the first painting is... See, I have all these pages now, and here we go. Okay. So this one is going to be 141, and today is the 13th of April 2026. Okay. And it is on the easel. I will show the picture now if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow. Another beauty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
So abstract, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is abstract.
And can you see this signature again? Down on the bottom right, below the painting. And it looks like it's 1980.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll read the description. Close your eyes and imagine a nearly square abstract painting of dense, swirling organic forms rendered in deep blue, navy, dark green, yellow, gold, and white, with flashes of red cutting through the composition like fire breaking the surface. A strong, dark vertical element runs through the center with sinuous forms curling and twisting around it in complex rhythms that suggest life, movement, and growth. So every millimeter of the small hardboard is worked, layered, and built up with rich surface texture and dimension. There's no sky, no ground, no horizon line to orient you in space or provide refuge. The entire surface demands active engagement from your eyes and hands. Signed and dated 1980 in pink on the Passepartout mount. And I'll show you guys here the close-up in the studio. I wonder if that, we have a couple of others like this.
Yeah.
With that signature.
It could be the same.
Yeah, and on the back is the number 27.
Uh-huh. What year did you say is?
1980.
Huh.
I think. It looks like 1980. There's another one coming up that is...
Signed too?
Yeah, also 1980. So there's a few of them like that. So that must be a little batch, and they all have numbers. So they could be from... We'll find out as we keep digging. So the only thing that I was going to note on the back... Actually, can you hand it to me? It has what looks like it could have been another, like, price tag or something that came off. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, it's got to be a one-man show that he had.
But I love this. I mean, it
Yeah,
almost looks like an angel
Yeah,
or a butterfly or something.
yeah, it's like a little jewel.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Very nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me move this stuff over a little bit. And we will go on to the next one.
Oh, that's. Oh, wow.
Boom.
Boom is right.
So this is maybe also abstract or a seascape? Or?
No, it's some kind of a scenery.
Could be water.
It could be water, it could be. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, it could be water.
So this one has a soft blue-gray sky that occupies the upper third, and a crimson and rose form rise from the center like a wave crest caught mid-surge or a cloud formation caught in amber light. The churning surface below moves through gray, green, mauve, and pale pink with white knife strokes suggesting the actual texture of surf or rough sea meeting shore in collision. Cooler and quieter in feeling.
It's 1980.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So more atmospheric and contemplative in overall mood and tone.
Wow.
But there's a turbulent energy beneath what could be a calm surface or placid exterior. Part of that same exhibition, though, with the 1980. And on the back, this one does have a price tag, actually, on the back. I can show it here in the...
Yeah. Price 50.
That's another one for 50.
Yeah.
A couple streams ago, we had the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So the composition here, I'll show this just in the back. So you see like the little price tag back there. And then we'll put it into the easel. Did you end up going to church yesterday?
Did I what?
Did you go to the church yesterday?
No.
The church?
No, I was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah, you did go.
Yeah, I did.
Were a lot of people?
Yeah, plenty of people.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids, all with the bunny ears.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder when the Easter Bunny...
There are a lot of Bulgarian kids born, like age from 4 to 5, 6.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of kids. Yeah, they were running around.
Do
like
they still have those bunnies in the yard?
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't see them. So maybe...
They all got...
Yeah. No, they were giving it away.
Oh, they were? Okay.
Yeah, to families.
Oh, that's good. Because
Yeah. No, they were...
Because sometimes people eat it.
They do, but they gave it to families with the little kids like a pet.
Right. So I'm just asking, when did the Easter Bunny come into the tradition of celebration of Easter?
I don't know if in Bulgaria they did that, but this is like an American.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious. Like,
Yeah.
it's all about Easter bunnies and candy and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So,
Oh, you know what? We could have. See, I just thought of it with the eggs,
yeah.
the hard-boiled eggs,
Yeah.
where you have to knock it, and we did that. We did that with the
And the winner, stays for a year or two. And that
wins the strength for the year
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. That's a pretty fun tradition we used to do with the kids. So this one for the second one is 142.
Yeah.
You marked it.
Yeah.
Any other observations, or we can move on?
No, everything is in good shape.
Yep. Okay. So then we're going to go to number 3.
Yeah.
Boom. This is the third painting in the batch.
Oh, wow, that's another abstract.
Yes. Fiery red field, explosive diagonal energy.
Yeah.
This one's on fire, perhaps. And, yeah, go ahead.
It's very theatrical. I have a feeling that I'm in a Broadway show, and it's the background of it's very dramatic.
It is.
Yeah.
So it has this orange kind of slashing through the center. Well, more like a crimson and red and
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
And then dark green on the sides, especially on the right,
Yeah.
like heavy curtains or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, that's curtains that are circling the whole composition. You know, so it's very, very theatrical.
Yes.
Beautiful abstract.
And Claudio says there's a flash of orange erupting from the upper right corner, like a last breath escaping into space. Let's see here. That is this one here in the studio. It's a little bit off. Let me see if I can adjust it a little bit because it's a little too low. There we go. All right. Yeah, so that one is, you know, it's got a mood.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
It's got a mood.
Very, very dramatical.
Did we, which one is this? 143?
143.
Oh, I was totally reading from the wrong one. Okay. So this is the darkest, almost entirely black and deep burgundy. Yeah, that's what it is. But there was green in there, so maybe, okay. Anyways, narrow olive gold band running down right edge like a thin door. And could be a night scene or storm or interior of something breaking apart. Some kind of rupture or violence. So no signature on this one, no date, no stickers. That's an outlier of mystery. And yeah, so this is interesting as far as a description. The paint thickness is substantial. The knife work is violent and urgent. Something fractured, something in crisis, lives in this composition and demands immediate attention and recognition from the viewer.
Yeah.
So, you know, Broadway, theatrical, crisis, lots of words to kind of describe it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, excuse me, I read the wrong one. I jumped ahead to the next one. So, okay, so before we go to the last two, I found another Yova remedy, herbal remedy.
Wow.
And I bought garlic.
Oh, wow.
And Gwenna told me to use vodka.
Yeah.
She said, don't use that spirit, use
Yeah.
vodka.
Yeah.
So we can make that for
Okay.
Mom. But anyway, so this little book here, it's got so much information in it.
Is it the same recipe or?
No, this is a new one.
Yeah.
I'm going to read it to you right now. But anyways, the little book says it's from 1985. And here's the recipe. Okay, it's very short and to the point. So it's in her handwriting.
Yeah.
And it's folk medicine recipe. And on the top it says gusti. Is Gusti some like a friend, like August or Gusti?
Grudki is like a little thing from the vegetable.
Gusti.
Oh, guski?
Gusti. Gusti. Here, I'll show you the picture of it so you can see, so you don't have to figure out which page we're on. Okay. This right here, you see this? Gusti on the top. Gusti?
I don't know what it is. Gusti.
So the recipe is pyelonephritis, which is for a kidney infection.
Oh.
And the remedy is 40 leaves of živuvlek.
Yeah.
Do you know živuvlek?
Yeah, I don't know if...
Some kind of a leaf.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know. When you catch your, when you're outside on Mother Nature and you catch your finger,
Yeah.
you find this leaf and you put it on and the blood stops and it's like an antibiotic.
Yeah. That's exactly what Claudio said. It's like so common.
Yeah,
Bulgarians use it for everything. It grows on the roadside in the meadows between the pavement
grows
cracks.
everywhere.
Yeah. Every grandmother knew it. So this one is 40 of those, ground them into a paste, plus half a kilo of pure honey, mix it and store it in the fridge, and then 1 teaspoon before meals 3 times a day. And that's the remedy for a kidney infection.
Wow.
We're not doctors, so please do not substitute this advice for your own doctor. But at the time she was 67 and Boris was 70. So maybe Gusti was the person who gave her this recipe? I don't know.
Could be, but I don't remember a name like that.
Yeah. I don't know what Gusti is either, so it's just on the top there. Oh, let me show you guys the recipe again. Gusti. That's the mystery. It's, well, anyhow, this is a different kind of inheritance from the marriage certificate.
Yeah.
The marriage is like official document, and then this notebook is the private record how they lived.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how many herbal recipes we've shared, but I think we're up to maybe 3 or 4 now. Kind of fun.
Yeah.
But there's so many other interesting things in here that we'll have to explore. Like she does this whole firing, like netoчихme, gotovo za eprant or something. It's like 5 times 7, 5 big ones, 7 of them. 35 obstu. Like she was keeping track of her runs of her firing of ceramics.
Oh, dried.
Suchnat.
Suchnat.
Yeah. So these
so
are
they're
like
ready to dry.
ready to dry, right? So this is kind of interesting how she was writing the stuff down.
Yeah. Huh.
I'm gonna like show it to the camera, like she's like putting her notes. I mean, it's funny because when I first was going through this stuff, when I was with Gwenna, and Gwenna, if you're watching, hi, these were the things do you throw it away or do you keep it? Because, you just go through it and you're like, this is garbage. But then inside...
No, but when you look at inside, there's a very valuable information because these people for centuries, that's how they cure themselves.
That's right.
And this is the medicine, the real medicine.
That's right.
So
plant medicine.
Yeah. Like the pharma now, they're using a lot of this stuff, but they put it in a pill or something like that. They add up some garbage and they sell it.
Right. Well, they actually recreate it in a lab.
Yeah.
So that they can patent it.
Yeah.
So that they could make money off of it.
Oh, yeah.
Because this plant grows like you know,
Everywhere.
through the cracks of the
Yeah.
sidewalk.
Yeah. So, yeah, they got to make money, and out there people are doing it free
Yeah,
because the Mother Nature gives it to you,
that's right.
and apparently they cure themselves with that.
They lived long
Yeah,
lives.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Well, until Chernobyl, but you know,
yeah.
I think your grandfather lived until 90 something.
90 some years, yeah.
Yeah.
95, 96, something like that.
Yeah.
And his wife passed away early because she was diabetic. And at that time, my grandmother, at that time they didn't have any medication, and they probably didn't know about diabetes.
Right.
And
But this was not the biological grandmother. It was, he remarried maybe after?
No, that was my biological grandmother, my father's mother.
Okay, but she actually passed away before you were born, so you
Yeah,
never met
yeah.
her. Okay, yeah. He
And
never
at
remarried?
very, very early age.
Right, she was young.
Yeah. And she was a very beautiful woman, and that's what I've heard, and a very wealthy one. In Pazajic, she had a big farm or something like that. So my grandfather married a real wealthy woman. From
Landowner.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she didn't make it.
Did he remarry?
Yeah, he remarried, and then the oldest daughter of my grandfather, Anka is her name, she took care of the rest of the kids, 2 boys and 1 girl.
Right, so including your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
So she was kind of a like subsidized mother.
yeah.
And I don't know, when he remarried the new wife, I don't know if I don't think she did anything because the youngest one, the girl, somebody adopted her.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that would have been your aunt.
Yeah, and she's still my aunt, but they adopted her, and she went to live in Panagurist. Some nice family, because she had a good life there. And she was a beautiful girl too, a beautiful woman. Until her old age, you can see her eyes and face and
Attractive.
attractive, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so your aunt became I was going to say substitute.
Yeah.
Substitute, yeah.
Yeah.
You said I can't remember what you said, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so the Easter Bunny is a Germanic Protestant tradition, not Orthodox, has nothing to do with the resurrection. It came into Easter customs through German Lutherans in the 1600s. The figure was originally Osterhase, a rabbit that judged whether children had been good or bad at the start of the Easter season. Okay. And then he laid colored eggs as rewards. So then the German immigrants brought it to Pennsylvania in the 1700s, and from there it spread across American pop culture, eventually became the secular commercial symbol it is now. The deep roots are debated. Some scholars connect the hare to pre-Christian spring fertility symbols, and there's a long-running and contested claim that the word Easter itself comes from Ostr, an Anglo-Saxon goddess of spring, whose animal was the rabbit. Anyways, the Orthodox tradition has red eggs.
Yeah.
Just red.
Yeah.
Not bunnies. The red egg is theological. It represents the sealed tomb and the blood of Christ, and cracking it open is the resurrection. So, yeah, that's the Easter bunny. Anyways, so there you go, a little herbal recipe in the tiny little notebook. Shall we go to the fourth painting?
Yeah. Oh, a little abstract.
Yes. This one is the one that I was reading before, that it's on fire.
Yeah, it's on fire.
Deep crimson red field with yellow, gold, dark green, navy, white, and flashes of orange slashing through the center in urgent, controlled violence. Strong diagonal energy pulls from lower left corner to upper right, pulling your eye along a path of burning heat and combustion.
Beautiful abstract.
So the dark green forms on the right sit like those heavy curtains, deliberately blocking whatever view lies beyond the painting's frame. Yellow, gold, and white forms twist and coil in the center like lava flows or explosive light breaking through from beneath the surface. Flash of orange erupting from the upper right corner like a last breath escaping into space. So this one is also signed again. Also has 1980 on it.
Yeah, the same show.
And it's got sticker number 30. So
Yeah.
we're starting to get more numbers with the stickers. But there's no price tag. Boris, yeah?
I think it's about 50 level, you know, because I saw a couple before it says 50 level.
Yeah, that's right. So Boris has captured pure energy and heat and combustion in small scale, a moment of burning intensity and force. The reds sing against the cooler greens and blues, creating visual music and dialogue through color and heat and light. It is like a visual music.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, we've got one more for the day. Painting number 145. Tomorrow we'll be at 150. Here we go. Boom.
Oh, wow. That's another beauty.
That one is just so pretty.
Huh.
I think this one is a cosmic one,
It is.
right?
Yeah.
Because he had a previous exhibition with Saturn that was in one of the newspaper clippings, so that kind of reminds me of like another staring out into the cosmos.
Yeah.
A large white spiral in circular form with a dark pupil-like core in the center and a thin vertical line bisecting it like a tremor or a pupil catching sudden light. Around this eye, a grid of yellow-green diagonal lines like bars or a lattice of branches, all rendered against deep green, ochre, navy, and dark teal backgrounds.
Huh.
Something is watching you through a cage or through dense vegetation or rows of bars. Very figurative. Kind of, Claudio saying it connects to the Watcher, which also contained an eye form embedded in abstraction.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized is, if you guys can see Cross's hat, can you put your head down? There's an eye, and there's a female figure, and then it says, I can see it says Cross, but that eye is awesome. I never noticed there was an eye right there.
Oh, yeah. That's the main point of my head.
Yeah. It's the thing that you want to look at.
Yeah.
Everything else is like your eye starts going around. That's awesome. So, okay, well, so let me show you guys the close-up, actually, of it. This is a little better shot. The eye presence is powerful and disturbing and unforgettable. Boris has made something that simultaneously sees and is trapped, something aware and imprisoned at once. The lattice becomes both protection and prison, both concealment and exposure, simultaneously and paradoxically. Gaze meets barrier. The feeling is surveillance, awareness, watchfulness, combined with helplessness and restraint and power combined. The eye will not blink or look away or release you ever. That's a good description of that one.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So that's it for today. 4 of them had stickers. This one's got the sticker number 23.
Yeah, they're the same patch.
Same batch.
Yeah.
And also all of them on Passepartout.
Yeah.
And so the eye is coming up a lot. You know, this like eyes, is that just a recurring kind of theme for an artist to do?
Yeah.
The eyes. Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of people, you know, I go to a store or something, they say, oh, is that a skin of a snake or something? They think it's natural. I said, no, it's...
It would be kind of like a highly poisonous snake. If it was the skin.
like, you know...
I've been with you when people make comments, so it's fun.
I said, no, it's all painted.
But have you had that one for a while?
Oh, maybe for about 3-4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does kind of have like a reptilian kind of...
Yeah. When you look at it from distance, you know, it could be, you know, some very unique snake, you know, or alligator, or I don't know.
Yeah, or even some sort of like a beetle.
Yeah.
That's got that kind of shiny.
Yeah.
But the eye, you have to really look down, and then I can see the eye. And it kind of looks like a little Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Next to it. Good stuff. So, anything else you want to?
Well, so far, you know, it's amazing, you know, what I've seen this morning. It's those little windows of the soul. It's incredible. It is meditation to me, you know, it puts me in a mood that, you know, I gotta go back to my place and start painting.
It's inspiring, right?
It's very inspiring.
Okay, well, I guess on that note.
Okay, chin chin.
Chin chin
and ciao ciao everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Ci vediamo domani, and
Hristos Воскресе.
yeah, Христос истина воскресе. And it's a great week.
Yes.
So it's a
bright Monday, bright week. Everyone enjoy, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, bye now.
Bye. Thank you. Subscribe.
Tondo
Impasto.